What up, y'all? So, this is just a Q&A. I ain't been on here in a while for a live in a new scenery, as you can see. But I haven't been on here for a live in a while. So, I just want to come over here, answer some questions. If you guys need any help, if you need any help with, a particular trade or different setups or whatever the case may be, this is just a good place just to for us both to learn, right? So I can help you, you can help me, because every time I get in here, y'all end up teaching me something that I didn't know about. Yeah, so but I hope you all are doing well. But again, anyone got some questions? We can look at your market. If there's a particular market that you like to look at, we can look at that. All right? We can look at that. We can look at that. Again, if anyone has any questions, if there's any markets that you want me to check out, I will check them out. I will check them out. I will check them out. Just let me know. And look, I'm sure y'all do know that tomorrow is CPI day. So be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Hello, hello, hello. I am currently trading US 30 and I am trading Nasdaq. So, right now, like I'm not doing anything. But yes, that is what I trade on a daily basis. How about you? Is there anything in particular that you like to trade? Okay, so we can actually, let's look at that. Let's look at US 30 trading. Let's look at that. Let's look at it. Let's look at that. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. So just so you know, US 30 is, okay, I don't want to say that no more. I used to say US 30 was my favorite thing to trade, and it might still be. I don't know, because I'm kind of torn in between US 30 and Nasdaq now. So they've both been, the Lord has been blessing. They've both been really, 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 really well. Again, by the grace of God. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I totally understand. You're good. So look, we're going to. I understand. We're going to go over. I'm going to show you exactly how we trade. So when I say we trade, I actually have a signal room, and we meet Monday through Friday, and we start at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is kind of just fellowship time. Just hang out, right? Everybody get to know each other, and we just talk, right? And then, but of course that's optional. But 9 o'clock, 8:45 to 9 o'clock, that's whenever we start to actively look for setups for trades. So by the grace of God, we've been doing extremely well. We've been doing extremely, extremely well. I can, before I show you, how I actually trade US 30, I'm going to show you this right here. Boom. All right, so these have been the same strategy. So the same strategy I'm about to show you is literally what we trade every single day. And by the grace of God, it has just been a blessing, right? It's just been a blessing for those that's been in there each day. This was actually today. So, yeah, we have been absolutely killing it again, and that is by the grace of God. This is my personal traits that has been going on trading the same system, this goes on system. So the reason I'm showing you that is because I'm a strong believer that if you can master this this system, it can absolutely change the game. And the cool thing about this trading system, it is very simple, very, very simple. I heard someone say before, it is easy to the eye, which is a great statement. It is, and that's what it is. It's easy to the eye. So let's actually check it out. Let's look for a setup for US 30 so I can give you what we are trading. So we are trading at 9, so 8:45 to 9 o'clock. And I'm going to show you exactly how we are doing it. Now, before we even get to that, I do trade off of the 15-minute time frame. So the 15-minute time frame is that is what we do, right? So the 15-minute time frame is where we are looking for setups. Now, that does not mean we're going to just stay on the 15-minute time frame. Sometimes we may drop down to the 5 o'clock for, I said 5 o'clock, 5-minute time frame for an entry, right? The reason that we do that sometimes because momentum happens, there's a lot of momentum in the market at 9:30. So that means that a lot of the entries you can catch on the 5-minute time frame because things are moving so quickly. So even though we are looking for our setups on the 15-minute time frame, there are times when we are looking for entries on the 5-minute. And so I am going to show you exactly what we are doing. I am just trying to look for a setup I'm trying to look for not just a setup, but I want to look for a setup that is not too complex, right? So I know this would be your first time seeing it. So I just want to look for one that's not too complex, one that's pretty simple. That is Ethereum. Let's see. You know what? This one might be one that's pretty, this one might be okay. Again, I'm trying to look for one that is not too crazy, but one that's pretty simple, okay? Let's see. You know what? This one is not too bad. All right. So this is still not one that, like, how can I put this? This is still not like a extremely, like, it's simple, but at the same time, this one might be a little more complex. As we continue to go, I will, like, maybe I can find one that's, a little bit more simple, but this is still not bad though. This is not bad at all, okay? But I'm gonna just kind of break it down. I'm gonna literally give you my mind on this particular trade, what I was thinking about when we took this trade. I don't even know what day we took this trade. It says Thursday, the 27th of February, okay? So, but I am going to give you my mind, my thought process on this particular trade. All right. So even down to the time, just remember that if you are trading, be very consistent in your times of trading. I want you to understand that it is so important to master a time that you trade, because the more that you see that time, the more you're going to understand how that market moves at that particular time. Right. So the market does not move the same at 7 o'clock than it does at 9 o'clock, and 9 o'clock the same as 10 o'clock, right? So find a time, master that time. You don't have to, and I know I'm kind of going on a rant right now, but maybe this will help you. But you don't have to catch everything in the market, for one. You don't, whenever you're back testing, whenever you're practicing, make sure that you are practicing on the actual times that you're going to trade. So if you are hanging out at your house and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon and you know that you do not trade at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, well, in my opinion, you should not be trying to look at, and you should not be looking for setups for 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock if you know you're going to be trading at, like somebody like me when I'm trading at 9 o'clock. It just does not make sense. So just begin to master the time that you're going to trade. If you don't hear anything else, whenever you practice, whatever strategy that you like, master the time that you're going to be doing that strategy. Don't be all over the place. It's going to save you so much more time. You're going to start focusing in on one thing at your mind. You're going to become brainwashed to your system at the exact time that you like to trade. All right. So that's why I say, hey, we're looking for setups between 8:45 to 9 o'clock. We're actually looking for every day. That's what we're doing, right? Because we understand how the market moves at those times. All right. So again, I'm going to give you my particular brain on this trade here. So as we can see, price is, if I can get this mouse to move, price is in a slight uptrend right here. Okay. I am not really focused on anything back here. I am focused on this area right here. All right. We can zoom out to kind of see what's going on overall. Now, overall, we're not really moving too much. We're kind of in this consolidation state. We got this. You could say this is a small downtrend here, but overall, we're kind of we're kind of chilling. You also can start saying, hey, we might start seeing price start to reverse because we got a double bottom here. We got this higher level than here, so this could be, just simply reversing back to the upside. But that's honestly not that important right now, simply because we're, as day traders, all we're trying to look for is something for today. All right, that's all we're looking for, is something that can happen today. So again, we got this slight uptrend right here. This is my focus. All right, I see a channel within this uptrend. So I know it looks really crazy, but crazy can be good sometimes, right? So we have this, whenever you bring this, you're going to simply create a trend line. What is price really respecting? What are the key levels that price is respecting right here at this point? Now, when you bring this over, you see price is respecting this level here, price is respecting this level here, and price is respecting here, price is respecting here. So we know that this is a key level. Okay, so now this is why I say that this one is not as simple, because typically I would say, hey, we're going to bring our phase 3 is going to be straight across here. But there are times when you just need to simply, every time it looks like I set it like this, your phase 3 is actually going to be here at this bottom level, right? So even though this, you could just slide this, you know what, for the heck of it, we're going to just bring it here, right? Just make things simpler, all right? So price is respecting this key level here, price is respecting this key level here, price is respecting this key level here. So if you did have your, your uptrend from here to here, you're still not doing anything bad. But for this example purpose, just to keep things simple, we're going to place it down here, right? But this is a key level. This is the bottom, right? So as you can see, now you're seeing this level here. So the reason that you see me create this rectangle straight across this bottom level here is because that is the foundation, right? So wherever you see a foundation at, you create a rectangle straight across. This is the safety net. Right? So it's kind of like if you watch sports, you watch football. Hello, Abby. If you're watching football, then you always have this safety back here, right? Every defensive person has, or team has, a safety in the backfield. This is what this plays as a safety. So without this, there is no uptrend. Right? If this gets broken, that means that market is probably starting to reverse to the downside. And the reason I say that is, and the way that you find that is you always go to the foundation. What started this uptrend? And it starts here, right? So boom, wherever starts your uptrend, you're going to simply go to the bottom and you're going to bring a rectangle straight across. So now your market starts to look like this. And it starts to look like something I call a Pac-Man's mouth, right? So this is a Pac-Man's mouth. This is something I came up with. It's not no real term, but it's my term, right? This is a Pac-Man's mouth. Anytime we have a Pac-Man's mouth, there's 3 phases. There's 3 elements to it, okay? You have phase 1. Phase 1 is this. You're going to be, as soon as I draw this, you guys are going to be able to see it a little bit clearer. Okay, boom. So focus on this right now, right? Let's just imagine that this was not taking place right now. And we have this slight uptrend going on. Well, I'm going to just show you something real quick, okay? So boom, let's just delete it. So let's just say that this is how market looked this morning. Well, phase 1 is anything in this area here. So let's say that we caught this, you can't catch this and you're probably not going to catch this. Okay, you probably wasn't going to catch this, you probably wasn't going to catch this, but you can catch this. And the reason I say that you won't be able to catch this or this or this, right, is because these 2 right here is actually creating this uptrend. So your next ideal gold zone would be right here for an entry to short this market back to the downside. And your next good entry would have been right here. You could have caught this back to the upside, right? Also on this right here, you can catch this back to the upside, right? So that is what I call phase 1. All right, so phase 1, that's whenever we're simply catching what's going on within the frame. So anytime you're seeing a frame, that's phase 1. Phase 2 says, hey, we broke out of our gold zone, and this is the gold zone right here, y'all. So just so you guys can see it a little more clearly, price respect this level here, boom. Price is respecting it. Now, boom, this is a gold zone level. All right, so this is a key level. We know that this is a key level. Listen, start trading at key levels. It's going to be a game changer for you. Just start trading at key levels, okay? Trade at levels that are like magnet zones. Trade at levels that are like trampoline zones as well. So you want levels, you want to start trading at places that are like trampoline areas, and you want to trade at places that are like magnet zones, okay? They go hand in hand, all right? So phase one says, hey, look, let's go get in for a long position. That's what phase one says. Now, the more you start understanding the market, the more you start studying the market, you understand that a lot of times around 9 o'clock, that's when we get a lot of breakouts, because there's a lot more momentum, a lot more pressure that's going on in the market, okay? So boom, price comes here, right? Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that. Price comes, yeah. So we got this key level here. Price breaks down, but this is not really a clean break. All right, this is not a clean break. So at this point, either you'd have went for a long position. If you would have went for a long position, you probably got stumped out. But if you're patient, and you're looking for phase two. So Kirby, what is this phase two you're talking about? I'm about to show you what phase two is. All right. So remember, phase one is anything within your channel. All right. This is phase one. Anything within your channel is phase one. That's whenever you're trying to catch this, and you're trying to catch what's going on within this. So up here, you want to short this back to the downside. Down here, you want to go long here, right? You're simply just following the rhythm of the market. All right. That simple. So boom, price pushes down. Now, we could say this was actually phase two. So now when we jump down to the 5-minute time frame, price simply broke. Now, this was a clean break, right? This is a nice break. Price comes back to our key level. So whenever we have a strong close to the downside, once we've seen that price broke and we have a close beneath our gold area, with my first thought is, okay, I'm going to be patient and I'm going to look to short this market back to the downside, right? So boom, we could have caught this once this right here came back up here. So just to rewind. So let's just imagine, all right, price broke down. We were not going to catch this to the downside. I probably was not going to trade this to the downside, right? I'm going to be patient and let price come back to this gold zone area. This just lets me know, okay, well, we're probably going to the downside. Like, the gold zone is not being respected anymore, right? Now, at this point, all we got to do is just be patient. Boom, being patient, boom, price comes back to the gold zone. Beautiful. We're going to look to get into this market right now. Price pushes down, great, right? So price does push down to this level down here by simply just trading at the gold zone. So let's say that you was not able to catch that though. Let's say you missed out on that. Now this is still a setup. That's phase two. So remember, phase one is anything in here. Phase two says, hey, well, let's look for the bounce back at the gold zone, and we're going to look to short this market. That's phase two. Phase three says, hey, we're going to catch this at the safety net. So that means that we're not trading anything in this area here. What price is doing has no concern to us. Our only levels to trade is going to be at this key level here and this key level down here, right? So whenever I bring this tool out, remember, anything that's going on within this area, we don't touch. We don't want none of that. We only want to trade at our key levels. Whether you would have caught a long position here or you would have been patient, wait for phase two to happen, and you would have shorted this market back to the downside. All right. Now, on this particular day, I really don't remember which one we caught. Maybe we caught this to the downside. I don't really remember, but we caught one of these. All right. But you could have caught this one to the downside. Now, let's say that you would have missed this one, right? Let's say you missed this phase two. Well, this is still a key level, right? This is still a key level. Now that happened in the 5-minute time frame that price came back to respect our gold zone. But it also may come back in the 15-minute time frame as well, right? So boom, price breaks out. But before price even got up here, price came all the way back down to phase three. Look at that. Price came to phase 3. All right. So let's rewind it one more time. So anytime we see in phase 3, the first thought is, hey, we're going to look to go long in this market. This is phase 3. Now, the reason that we're going to go long is because this is the safety net. If price breaks this, well, then we're more confident that price is going to continue to break to the downside. But our first initial look is, let's catch this back to the upside. That's our first initial look. Again, we're just going to trade at these key levels. That's it. This level and this level. And remember, the reason that we have this here is because this started this uptrend. This is the starter kit for this uptrend. So simply, you're going to go to the starter, the foundation of the uptrend, and you're going to simply bring a rectangle or a line straight across here. Now, let's just imagine that we were in a downtrend like this, right? That means the starter of this downtrend, this down line that you see, will look like this. Boom, maybe we'll find one. But if we're in a downtrend like this, boom, the starter for this downtrend will be at the top, and you're simply going to draw a rectangle straight across. That is going to be the downtrend foundation. That's going to be the downtrend's safety net. All right. This is the safety net. That means that, listen, you can catch major moves on phase 3. If price wants to stay in this uptrend, a lot of times it likes to respect phase 3. All right, so a lot of times they like to respect phase 3. So, boom, price pushes down. This is a great entry to simply go long. You have no drawdown. You have none of that. So at this point, you can use your stop loss to break even. You can kind of do what you want to do at this point, right? You definitely have won this trade. You have done amazing actually for today. You're up about almost 3-1. Let's see here. Okay, so we didn't reach the 3-1, but we got like a 2.7. This is still a really good day. I can't remember what we caught on this particular day. If we caught the downtrend or we caught phase 3 back to the upside. It was one of the two. Now listen, notice it came right back to phase 2 again. This key level price came right back to. All right. So you could have had your stop loss. So I typically have my stop loss at 35 on US 30. My stop loss stays the same. 35 for US 30. Whenever I'm trading Nasdaq, it is at 30. Okay, so 35 for US 30. That's my stop loss every single time. And then Nasdaq is 30. All right. So boom, that's all she wrote. And maybe you could have caught back at phase 2, or maybe you would have caught at phase 3, or maybe you would have caught the first one at phase 2. So there are so many different ways. Just trade at key places. All right, trade at key places. It will be a game changer for you. So yeah, I hope that helped you. I hope that maybe helped you to answer your question. Just trading at key places. Does anyone have any more questions? Also, y'all, it's supposed to be CPI day tomorrow. Again, I think I told y'all that already, but just be mindful of that. All right, be mindful of that, because it can get crazy at 8:30. 8:30 is whenever it can get really wild. So again, just be careful if you're gonna trade. We are not trading tomorrow in a signal room at all. We are not. Tomorrow is a day off. All right. Oh, good. See, look, we on the same page. Just the more that you master whatever strategy it is that you use, and however you're seeing the market that works for you, just master it. That's the biggest thing. Just master how candles move at those particular times. just get really, really good at what you do, right? And be very precise at what you do, and just execute. That's the biggest thing. Like, it can be me and hundreds of other traders that are successful, that are, good. And I found that a lot, and there are traders that disagree with me with this, and that's okay. But I found that you don't have to be a good trader to be really, really good at trading. All right. You just have to find a good system. All right. And just execute your system. That's it. Find a good system, execute the system. If you have a system, systems eliminate emotions. All right. Now, when I mean I eliminate, yes, you might have some emotions as far as, the fact that you're trading, you might have a little emotion, but the emotion of, oh, what do I do? Oh my gosh, should I do this or should I do that? Or if this is like, when you have a system, you just simply obey it, right? And when it doesn't matter if you've been trading for 10 years or 3 months. If you can master a system, you can be good. It's the same way, and I've been using this example for a while, but it's the same way as if you've been wanting to cook a certain meal. All you have to do is follow the recipe. That's it. And the recipe itself brings the fruit. It brings what you're looking for. It brings the meal that you want, right? The system does the same thing. The system is what brings the fruit. You just have to make sure that you are managing yourself good enough to execute your system at a high level. And once you do that, it's a wrap. You're good. Like, you have a good system and you manage yourself good. You don't have to look at the trades all day. You don't have to look at the market all day. You don't have to be like some spectacular, genius. No, I just have a system. And I'm talking about, when I say I'm saying you, like you're saying this. I just have a system that works well, and I just understand the system. Boom, game changer. Kevin Grant, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. But look, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm excited for y'all. Like, I'm excited. I am excited. I'm excited. I'm excited because I know y'all are just one step closer to being the trader that you desire to be. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. If you're not already the trader that you want to be, you know what I'm saying? And again, if anyone has any questions on a particular market that they want to look at, let me know. We can look at it together. We can go over some things if you want to. It's totally up to y'all. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something too. Today, I actually got kind of upset after a trade today, y'all. I took a trade. We took a trade today. Today was a really good day, by the grace of God, of course. Today was a really good day. But y'all, I did not, I was just trying. I'm gonna be honest. I was a little bit, I ain't gonna say a little bit. I was just trying to see how long I could stay in a trade today. And trade was really good. Today was a really good day. I will actually show it to y'all so y'all can now y'all can get the real feel of what happened to me today and what happened in the signal room today. Now, we did not catch any trade on US 30 today. We didn't catch any trade on US 30 today. I simply just missed it, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I missed it, not because I missed a trade. I was just focusing on another trade at the time, and I just simply missed the US 30. I was so upset too, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I had some moments today. But today, overall, by the grace of God, today was a really good day. But me personally, y'all, I got upset. I'm going to show y'all same system, same strategy, nothing changes. Just keep doing what we've been doing, right? So this is what happened this morning. And also, I made a short on what we did today. Oh, this exact same trade. Actually, what we about to do is we're gonna look at the short. So you can really, y'all see all the haircut and all that kind of stuff. I know. You can really get a sense of what we did today. This is the same setup. This is the same setup, okay? US 30, Nasdaq as well. We're kind of just, I don't know if y'all can hear that, right? So if price comes back up to this key level, we may be looking to short this market. So we got like this little area of resistance here, but we're gonna just be patient and see if price comes all the way back, at least to this key level here, which will line up with this one. Now we may get into a little drawdown but I want to make sure that if price does push up here, we could catch this because there is a level of resistance that price may want to respect. I'm gonna call for a short position now on Nasdaq. I want you guys to get used to whenever you're in a trade to really being able to manage your trade comfortable, because at the end of the day, it's about what you feel like, what fits you as a trader. Like I may be a person that's like, listen, I ain't doing nothing, and I'm about to keep this trade going and seeing how long it can run. I might be kind of trader than I am. You might be a lot more conservative. That's okay. Like, that's perfectly fine. So I want you guys to really get comfortable on just, seeing what works for you, seeing when you start to feel your emotions start to really get too crazy, exit your trade. Take your wins for the day, and we bounce back tomorrow. Like we just hit the 1-to-1. So we have won our Nasdaq trade today. 2-to-1 is down here. But look, y'all can continue doing what y'all doing. I just, you know what I'm saying? I gotta let y'all know that. 2-to-1, we are pushing down to it. Y'all, that is going to be it, family. Y'all, great job today. Lord, we thank you today. All right, look. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay. Now, this was it. Now, y'all heard me say, listen, traders, there's some traders that are going to hold longer. Well, guess what I try to be today? I try to be the person that's going to hold longer. And oh my gosh. All right. So, listen, I typically trade indices. All right. So, indices is like my favorite thing. But I've been convinced to move over to futures. Futures. And so, y'all, that's what I've been doing, right? So we're over here at futures. But see, here's the problem. I am still learning how to use the futures system. And so sometimes that burns me, y'all. Like that gets me because I'm still trying to figure out how to adjust stop loss and all that kind of stuff. It's just different than what I'm usually, but everything else is the same, right? Like the trade, everything else is the same, whether you're trading futures or indices, like the signals are the same, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly what happened. So we got this nice uptrend, very similar to what we just looked at, right? We got this nice uptrend. At the time, it is currently 845. Nice uptrend, price respecting here, price respecting here, price respect. So we know that this is a key level. This is a key level here. And here's the beauty. We already know that we're going to be on phase 2. Why? Because price is already broke and we got a clean break at this point. And because we got this clean break, we're simply going to just be patient, let price come back to our gold zone. We're simply going to short that. Whenever I seen it this morning, by the grace of God, it was like an immediate, y'all, this is what we're doing. Unless the candle started moving in a certain way that I was like, okay, we're just going to be a little bit more patient. But until then, we just chilling, okay? We just chilling. We just going to take the trade. Boom. So this is where we short this market at. And as y'all know, price begins to push down. Now, typically what I'm doing, right, is this right here. Hold on. So typically what I'm doing, and I did not create phase 3, and I think I am going to create that just so y'all can understand. So boom. All right. So you guys know that we're only going to trade at this key level, and we're only going to trade at this key level. Now, if you got in for phase two, when I say we're going to trade at these key levels, we're only going to look for entries at these two key points, okay? Either here or here. But that does not mean that you have to wait for an exit for price to get from here to here. Now, price loves to, like, this is a magnet zone for this. These two are oftentimes in correlation, right? So a lot of times when we hit a phase three, it wants to come down to a phase, when we hit a phase two, it likes to come down to phase three. If it would have came after phase three, we would have hit a 4-to-1. That's what I was looking for today. But y'all, price came and respected this key level right here. Oh my goodness. And guess what I did? I just didn't exit. Now I know that this is a key level. Like, this is a 2-to-1. This is a really good day. Kirby, just take it. Just take your trade and go home for the day, right? That's typically what I do. Like, yo, I've just literally just been hitting singles and base hits, and they've been absolutely amazing, y'all. By the grace of God, the Lord has been good. I put it that way. So just hitting base hits, right? 2-to-1, we going for the day. The biggest thing is, I want to also say this: if you are like trading base hits, and you're taking 2-to-1s, and you're taking 1-to-1s, and all that good stuff, right? Make sure that you are consistent in wins, okay? So make sure that your wins, like, you have, like I want you guys to also start thinking about you going on streaks, like streaking. What I mean by streaking is you're putting together 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins in a row, right? Like, you're having, like, weeks where you don't lose. If you're going to be taking these 1-to-1s, these 2-to-1s, and all that good stuff, that's whenever you are just confident in what God is giving you, right? But if you are going to be, taking like 3-to-1s, 4-to-1, let's not say 3-to-1s. 3-to-1s are still kind of like in that mid range. But if you're going to be taking 4-to-1s, 5-to-1s, then I would say you don't have to necessarily streak as much, just because there are a lot of days that your trade may not go to no 5-to-1 or 4-to-1, so you just have to manage it a little bit different. But y'all, today, I knew I was supposed to close, but guess what I was doing? I was like, you know what? I'm hanging out. And when I seen this wick right here go down, I got confident. I was like, oh yeah, we coming down. I'm taking this 4-to-1. I'm not taking anything less than a 4-to-1. And guess where I ended up closing at, y'all? Losing a whole 1-to-1 because I did not move my stop loss to break even, because I don't know how to move my stop loss to break even, because I don't really understand how to use this futures ninja trader system. So typically I just close my trade out, right? Now if this was a different like broker, if I was trading on indices, then things would just been more smoother, break even, all that good stuff. But for this particular trade, just like, I'm staying in it. Ended up losing. Cool. Now, here is the cool thing about trading at key levels, trading at magnet zones, right? We're simply going to be patient and let price come back to our gold zone. Remember, y'all, the gold zone is still the gold zone. I don't care how high it went, this is still a key level, okay? So this level here, this level here is still our key level. Right? This is a key level. So price comes back to our gold zone, which is back at this trend line here. We're simply going to look for a reversal. We're going to simply look for a long position. Right? So boom. Price comes down, but I think it came down in the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, so it came down in the 5-minute time frame. So it didn't come down in 15-minute, but we were still able to catch this back to the upside. Now, typically, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Typically, when we win our trade for the day, we are done. We are done. But for this day, I was like, you ain't hear this, but I broke rules today, y'all. I broke the rule today. We took another trade after having that great day. We took another trade today, and but it was still, of course, it's still in our gold zone, still in our strategy and all that good stuff. We're simply going to just be patient, though. We're not going to catch this. Like, all this is just a confirmation that price probably wants to go up to the upside. So when price comes back to our key level, we're simply going to go for a long position. That's it. Boom, price comes back, came right back at our gold zone. We had a beautiful entry right here. Beautiful entry right here. Boom, price pushes back up. This is already pushing up to be a, look at this, y'all. This is what it ended up being today, which is a 4-to-1. Ended up being a 4-to-1, simply just trading at key levels. We're not doing anything spectacular. We're just being patient and just let price go to your gold zone. That's it. Let price go to your key level. If it breaks your key level, that's okay. Still be patient. If it never comes back to your key level, just don't trade it. That means that you just missed out. It's fine. Or maybe you didn't miss out. It just didn't do what you needed it to do. And that's okay too. And now I'm talking about my strategy, but whatever strategy that you use or that you like to use, listen, just be patient in that. All right? Do not start forcing trades. Every trade that I force, that trade is going, like, it's like a normal. I'm going to lose. But the more that I, like, just lock in, make a decision to be consistent in what I do, consistent in my rules, consistent in taking the right trades. Listen, I am a living witness that you're going to see your account literally flip upside down, right? So I remember seeing my account like literally, I'm in profit, I'm down. I'm in profit, I'm down. And it's like my account, like my overall account was just like in this constant spike back up. Like my emotions were really good when I was above my break even, like above the starting point. My emotions were down when I was beneath it. And I just stayed in this range. And I never was able to like take off, right? But things begin to take off whenever I decided like, hey, doing less is best. And trading at the key levels, trading at your gold zone level, don't trade anything else. If price doesn't come back and do what you want it to do, just don't trade it. Only taking 1 to 2 trades per day is a game changer. Taking literally 1 to 2 trades a day. If you are in just a position right now where you're just seeing your account just kind of spike, come back. What I mean by that is you're not taking off. You're just hovering. So let's just say you start off with $500. You're like going down to $400. Then you might go up to $600. Then you might go back down to $500. Then you might go back up to $600 and come back down. And it's this constant, but it's never it doesn't go anywhere. Like if you're in that right now, that's the biggest thing. Doing less is best. And of course, I am not a financial advisor. This is all my opinion. But doing less has changed the game for me. Trading at key levels. And of course, by the grace of God. That's the ultimate thing. By the grace of God, y'all, your account will take off. Like, your account will take off. So, yeah. Bro, let's go, Kevin. Bro, I'm telling you, that 15 minutes, especially whenever New York session opens, bro, and it works really well because I'm looking for entries for the 15 minutes, though. But sometimes my entries are based on the 5 minutes. It's because there's so much momentum in the market that the 5 minutes during New York session, the 5 minutes can work really, really well for you because of what we're trading. Now, this goes down to, this is what I mean, like, master the thing that you trade in the time that you trade, right? So when you understand US 30, when you understand Nasdaq, you understand that, okay, 5 minutes, you can really get like huge volatility, right? So let's give an example. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something. Okay, what I mean by huge volatility, especially based upon your stop loss, right? So if your 1-to-1 is like mine's is 30 for Nasdaq, okay? So it's 30, boom. Price comes down. Where this 1 5-minute candle closed and it was up $56. So this one candlestick almost got me all the way to a 2-to-1 because of the volatility that's in the market. So you can catch these entries on the 5 minutes and still take and get really, really good trades, and you don't have to hold all day by simply because of the volatility that's going on during New York session. And one candle can do it. One candle can, like, you be good for the day, right? And when you start really holding and you start to have just the heart to be able to hold longer, that's when you can catch days like this where it's a 3-to-1 and just so on, right? It just mega days. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. There was maybe last week, almost every trade was like a 4-to-1, a 7-to-1, a 8-to-1. They were just like where our entry was. It was like it stayed that direction all day long, and it's nothing that we're doing special. It's nothing that we're doing that's just this is not no. You just find the system and you just trade it at the key level, right? Of course, by the grace of God, it just kept going, and it's so crazy. This is what made me mad about today. It was doing that all last week, and so in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this is such a good entry. We're gonna at least get down to a 4-to-1, and boom, it goes to a 2-to-1 and it reverses. That just goes to show that nothing is promised in the market, that you being consistent in your entries and exits. All right, never get greedy. Now, if you have a mentality of I want to get to see if I can get to this 4-to-1, that's one thing. Like you're being intentional about you trying to get to a 4-to-1, right? Like I'm intentional. Like the reason I'm trying to get there is because I understand my system, and if it doesn't go to a 4-to-1, well, that's okay. Like you know exactly what you're doing. You're not just I hope it gets to the 4-to-1. Like today, I was confident that it could get to the 4-to-1 based upon system, right? Now I have been closing earlier, but I was still confident, like, okay, we can get to the 4-to-1, but we did not get to the 4-to-1. So guess what? I gotta kind of just swallow that and just say, hey, it just didn't get to our next key level. That's okay. So same thing with y'all. If it does not get to your key level, or it does not stay, like you don't hit the profits that you're looking for, it is what it is. Like, do it again the next day. Like, that's really it. Do not give so much emotion and so much attention to trading. You can be really, really good and just casually trade. I'm going to be honest. You can kind of casually trade without, like, overly giving so much emotions and stuff like that to it. And I'm telling y'all that because I have lived it, y'all. I know how it feels to give so much emotion and so much thought to trading, and it's like it's consuming my day because I'm thinking about the markets. Listen, that is not healthy, and it's honestly unnecessary. Bro, Kevin, I'm telling you, today, and I don't even want to call today greed, bro. Today wasn't greedy. I was just looking for price to keep going down, right? Now, whenever I do start to be greedy, that's when I'm starting to hope that it keeps going down. Like I hope it keeps going my way. Like, oh my God, I hope it keeps going. That's me being greedy. But if I have if you have it's a reason. There's a reason why I'm looking to hold this particular trade. Then that's not greedy. That's just you understanding what you do, understanding your market that you trade, and you're just taking advantage of it. That's all that is. But if you're like, listen, I'm in this trade, oh my gosh, it's going down, I hope it keeps going, I hope it keeps going, I hope it keeps going, well then that might be your indicator to say, hey, I probably need to close this because now I'm operating from a place of greed versus just being a solid trader, right? So as you guys, I think there's so you guys know there's 3 phases to the strategy, right? You got phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. But for me, I've learned that there's also 3 emotional phases that we go to as well. I don't think I've ever shared this with y'all, but I believe there's 3 emotional phases that we go through, right? That is us before market. So let's say pre-market. When I mean by pre-market, I mean simply you are looking and you are preparing to get into a trade. That brings on emotions itself. Now you have the emotions of when you're actively in the market. That has its own emotions. So literally you just switch through 2 different emotions in the time span of probably like 5 minutes, right? You have this, oh my gosh, should I get into this trade? Oh my God, is this a good trade? Oh my gosh, what should I do? Is it going to go my way if I get into this trade? And then you get into the trade and you're like, oh my gosh, should I close here? Should I stay in this trade? What should I do? You start freaking out, right? Then there is post emotions where you're like, oh man, I should have done this. I should have did this better. I should have closed. I should have held longer, right? So there are also three phases that we go through emotionally whenever it comes to this troll trading thing. So the goal is for you to be at peace with all three of those things, right? Whenever you're at peace with all three of those things, listen, trading is going to get so much more easier and so much more simpler for you because you're just going to be at a point where you're just relaxed, that you're just relaxed, right? So if you're not relaxed on all three of those phases, then you just got some work to do. Shoot, we all got work to do. There's moments whenever I'm looking at a trade, I'm like, oh man, oh shoot, is this a bad trade? Is this a good trade? And I sometimes I suffer with the same thing. Like, oh man, is this today? Oh my gosh, today, this trade right here, because we already won today. Y'all, I told y'all, look, we broke a rule today. We broke the rule today. This trade right here, y'all, this is probably the highest emotions I felt in a while because we broke the rule. We broke our rule today. Like, we already won today, but yet it took another trade. This was probably one of the most like emotional trade that I probably took in a long time, y'all. It was like it was actually really funny. Oh, so y'all, Reese, what's up, bro? So y'all see Mo Chopper. He was actually in this trade. So he's a part of 48 Trading, bro. Good to see you here, bro. But he was actually in this trade. He's actually the one who kind of was like, yeah, we should do the trade. He was a bad influence today. So y'all get on him. He was a very bad influence today, actually. It was, I said this earlier, but it was kind of like that kid that that's like, come on, let's do it. And the other kid like, no, don't do it. And ended up doing it. So it was kind of that today. So I caught this signal for this trade right here. By the grace of God, though, it did go our way. This is actually a really good trade. But even though it went our way, we took the trade. It was still just a really good setup, really good trade, really good setup. So, but yeah, y'all, trade don't gotta be hard. Like, it doesn't have to be hard. I think that, again, the biggest thing that you're competing with is yourself. All right. The biggest thing that you are competing with is yourself. And I'm sure y'all heard that before. Like, I'm sure y'all heard the discipline and the emotions and all that kind of stuff. That is so true. But what's going to help you to deal with all those things, those three phases of emotions I just talked about, is your strategy, all right? Your system, your trading law. That is going to literally like be a part of suppressing those emotions, because now you're operating from just a place of systematic versus a place of hope, a place of like just jumping in the market and believing the market going to go your way. No, you're just going to start trading from a place of systematic, right? And like, pray for God to give you guys strategies. Like, pray that the Lord give y'all strategies, give you understanding, give you all these different things. I'm gonna be honest. When I sit back, I really don't even remember how I got to this point of this strategy sometimes. But I know it was the Lord. I know it was the Lord, right? I know it was the Lord. So yeah, pray. And you guys, and I believe the Lord will just start revealing things to you, and your eyes will just start seeing things, and it's like you just want to start having superpowers. But in reality, He is just giving you an ingredient, a system that you can now just follow, right? So whatever that is for you, whatever that strategy is for you, just get busy. Just get what to do. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Y'all been doing this. Okay, I'm gonna read this. I would have a winner. Then I'll go back and risking what I just made. The trade turns. Then I would sometimes cut my loss way too late, learning from all the mistakes and success one day at a time. Brother, listen, Kevin, so you can feel better. I'm going to tell you, I suffered from that for so long, bro. Listen, I know exactly that feeling. I know exactly that feeling. So this is my advice to you, all right? Whenever you win for today, like, be satisfied. And what I mean by be satisfied, this is where it comes down to your system. This is why I'm like, yo, system. Because whenever you have a system and whenever you trade at the same time, you do the same thing, and it's like rinse and repeat, you start to understand the market the best at the time that you begin to look at it. So for me, I understand the market at 8:45 to 9 o'clock. That is my range, right? That is where my brain has been brainwashed to. That and also 7 o'clock, but 9 o'clock as well. Like, my brain is fixated on these times, right? So that means I see the market a certain way at these times, right? If you begin to find a time where you start to look for entries, Kevin, and you start to execute at those times. Now, when I say at that time, those times, that does not mean that you're necessarily going to get into a trade at that time. But what I'm saying is you can start looking for your setup. Whatever setup that works for you, you can start looking for your setup at that time. Even though you may not execute that setup until 9:30, maybe 9:45 or 10 o'clock, right? I don't know. Whatever it is for you. When you start doing that, when you take your trade, you're going to be kind of uncomfortable taking trades later on because you have so much confidence at the time that you took that trade, right? So whenever you start to say, "Hey, I'm about to get into another trade," you're gonna be like, I passed my window for today. This is probably going to go bad. So start like putting yourself in literally a tiny box whenever it comes to trading. If you win today, just try it for a week. How about that? Try it for a week, and like, I'm very curious to see how it goes. Take 1 to 2 trades, right? That's it. If you start to feel that urge of, oh my gosh, I got to get back into the trade, that is something that now you know, okay, I probably need to work on this area of greed or this area of being impatient. You're going to start having more awareness once you start putting these rules into place. I don't know if you have rules now, but if you start really tightening up your rules, you're going to start to see what things that you really, really need to work on. Because when you have the urge to break those rules, that's probably where your weakness lies. Okay? So, yeah, bro, my goal, my encouragement, take 1 to 2 trades. Look for your like best setup or whatever that setup is for you, bro, and execute. Just execute. Take the emotions off the table. Execute. If it goes against you, if you want to take another one, you want to look for another setup, great. But past 2, Kevin, my encouragement is just try it, bro, and just be done. All right. If you make money on the first trade, you're done. It cuts. All right. You like you're done for the day. You made money. Oh, I'm done. Don't take it. Don't do anything else. Right. Reese, you said I needed it. Listen. That is so true. And all in all, as traders and just people, have grace with yourself. There will be days where you simply just mess up. Whether you just messed up because you clicked the wrong button, whether you just messed up because you wasn't paying attention, whether you just messed up because you just took a bad trade. Like y'all, you just took a bad trade. It happens. Like, I thought I was seeing something, but I didn't see it. Like, it happens. Have grace with yourself. Like, it is okay. It is really okay. All these little boo-boos, these shortcomings that you're going with, you feel like you over trading or you're taking too many trades or you're giving the market back, like the money. All that does is give you an awareness of what you need to stop doing. So listen, thank God for the failures, right? So thank God for the failures, because it's like it literally is a trainer. Like, the failures are like, it's like putting you in school. Hey, this is what you need to stop doing, because every time you do this, this happens. This is the outcome. So you might need to say, hey, okay, I'm just not going to do that anymore. Oh, this other thing that I keep doing, oh, I'm just not going to do that anymore. And when you start doing that, you're going to start seeing yourself become literally that trader that you desire to be by simply eliminating and cutting off everything that's hindering you, okay? Now, again, at the same time, have grace. because you might mess up. Not you might, you're probably going to mess up. Like, you're going to probably do something that's just like, you're probably going to take the wrong trade. I just told y'all what I did today. I lost a really good winning trade today. There's no way that should happen. Like, there's no way that should happen, but it happened. I got to live with it, move on, and thank God for the opportunity, and just tell myself, hey, next time, this is not, this is not going to be the thing that's like stops me, right? I'm going to close this trade out, or I'm going to protect it better. But y'all, when you have confidence in what you do, when you have a strategy that is good, when you have a system that works best for you, listen, you're okay with making, this is so good, because you're going to be okay with having days where you simply just mess up, because you know what kind of trader you are. And you know that your next 5 days, you're not going to joke around. These next days, I'm going to do really, really good. And so when you get to a point where you start seeing green a lot more than red, you know that you are starting to become that trader that you desire to be. Like, when you start seeing like green a lot more than you see red, what I mean by that is you losing trades. When you start seeing a lot more winners than losers, you're on your way. Now it's time for you just to start cutting off the things that's hindering you for you to really take off to the next level. All right, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it can be so simple. I'm sure that many of y'all probably are really, really good traders. You're probably so much more better than you think you are. It's just some things that you just need to slice, and that's it. It's just some things that you need to slice. Strengthen your strong points. All right, strengthen your strong points. So the areas that you're strong in. If you're not strong in doing the gold zone, don't do the gold zone. If you're not strong in trading at the 1 minute and the 2 minutes, don't trade at those times. Maybe you need to dial it back. 5 minutes might be your thing, or 15 minutes might be your thing, or maybe day trading is not your thing. Maybe swing trading is your thing. Just whatever makes you money and whatever gives you peace, do it. All right, do it. Do it. And do not clog, and it's another thing, do not clog up your mind. Everybody's going to have different opinions about trading and stuff. Everybody's going to have different beliefs. Don't clog up your mind, all right? For me, I don't watch probably any more trading videos, y'all. Believe it or not, I probably don't watch I don't watch any more trading videos. If I do, it's because I'm trying to learn something about something like a system or something like that. But I simply don't watch trading videos anymore, because all it's going to do is clog up my mind from what I'm trying to do. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but if I know that I have a strategy, I know I have a system that brings money, then why do I need to keep looking around? The more I look around, the more I'm getting clogged up on what I'm going to apply to the screen. All right. Now, if you are a person where you're just learning, then that's one thing. But if you know you have something, and yet you keep trying to look for different strategies and all these different things, and you're clogging up your mind, you're trying to mix and dabble strategies together and put pieces. Listen, it don't take all that, y'all. Just do what you know to do. I think you should focus more on self-development more than just the system itself. If you have a system, the system is going to bring fruit. I really want y'all to understand that the system brings fruit. You don't bring fruit as a trader. You're just a person that's clicking buttons. Your system is what's going to bring the fruit that you desire. All right. So if you know that you have just a weak point of just self, oh my gosh, I struggle with being impatient. I struggle with being greedy. I struggle with all these self things. Then that means you probably need to start focusing on more self-development than trading development, because again, I'm sure that y'all are a lot more better than you think you are at this. It's just there's some things you need to work on in the inside, and there's some things I'm still working on the inside too, y'all. Every day, every single day, there's work that has to be done. There's things that I have to remind myself, because there's times I feel greed coming up. There's times I feel being impatient coming up. There's times I feel so this is just it's a constant work though. It's a constant work, and the more you do it, the more you get better. All right. I'll give it a try, bro. I keep my why to the forefront of my mind when I make a bad decision like this, so I won't do it again. Great. I'm doing this for my fiance and our baby girls. My mom is saying, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Listen, remember, keep the why. That is, ooh, that's so good. Listen, I think I made a video on the why, on my why. I don't remember. I think I did though. I think I talked about that too. I don't know. But, bro, your why is so powerful. Listen, keep your why, bro. Yes, Kevin, listen. You said a mouthful. Look, you said everything that needed to be said tonight, brother. Keep your why at the forefront. Keep your why, bro. Like, think about your wife, your fiance, your siblings, like your baby girl. All keep, bruh. Listen, that is what's going to keep giving you fuel to keep going, bro. Like days where you make a mistake, days it is very hard, days where you're very frustrated. That keeps you, like, I don't know, for me, I've told my wife so many things, like, bro, one day we're going to have this, and one day we're going to have that, and we're going to do these things. Like, by the grace of God, we're going to do these things, and trading is going to be a big reason for it. Like, I know it. And every day that I feel like I lost a trade, not just lost a trade, but I lost a trade because of my self-sabotage, it crushed me. Because it's like, bro, I'm letting my family down when I do this. And it's not even like, and I understand trades, you're gonna have days where trades simply just go against you. Like, that happens. That's normal, right? Like, the market just simply went against you. So what? But whenever you self-sabotage, that is like the most frustrating thing ever, bro. Like, whenever you like beat yourself up in the market, bro, there ain't nothing like that. There ain't no feeling whenever you, oh my gosh, bro. Kevin, I'm right with you, bro. I am right with you. I'm right with you. So, like, bro, keep the why. That goes for everybody. And that's not just for trading. In everything. Keep the why. Know why you're doing something and let it keep, like, adding fuel to you. And for the wives, the husbands that's out there, that, you know, maybe their husband or their wife is trading, keep being an encouragement, because there's something obviously that they can see that if you don't understand, then you probably won't see it. All right, but if you can see it in your sight, for my traders, then I'm telling you, it is yours for the taking. Like, it is yours for the taking. I don't care what people try to say as far as, like, no, it is yours. Especially you as a child of God. Oh my God, you're really at another level now. It's really yours. But you just have to apply yourself. Just start cutting things off, bro. It's literally you. Like tomorrow you can have an immediate change. Tomorrow you can go to a whole nother level if you start applying and cutting off the bad and start applying the good. Immediate change. This is not like, listen, I can't stress it enough. Immediate change will happen. The frustration, all that, gone. Now, you might still lose trades. Like, don't get me wrong, you might still lose a trade, but it's how you lost the trade. It's your response based upon when you lost the trade. What is your response to your loss? Are you going to keep on trading until your account is blown? Because I've done that. What's my why? My why, wow. My why is my wife, my kids. They are probably at the forefront is my wife and my kids. So the reason I like really desire trading is just so I can be able to spend time with them, give them experiences like with their dad and dad not be gone all day, and for my wife to also be able to hang out with her husband throughout the day. Like we can go get something to eat on a Tuesday at 11 o'clock or Tuesday or Monday at 1 o'clock. Like I wanted Mondays to feel like Saturdays. You see what I'm saying? So that is my why, is my wife. Being able to see them do things and get things, and we can all be a family while doing it. Yeah, and I'm at the point now where I just want to see everybody's why become accomplished. Like I want to see yours, Kevin. I want to see your why become accomplished, bro. Like I want to hear one day, like, bro, it's going crazy. Like, bro, my wife don't gotta work no more, or my fiance don't gotta work no more. My baby girl taken care of. We can go on vacation. We don't even gotta think about the finances because we're probably gonna make it that same day, right? Like that is the goal. Also, I want to leave an inheritance for my grandkids. So yeah, y'all. That's my why. But now, again, this whole teaching thing though, this teaching for me now, that's kind of like personal traits. But now this teaching thing is, I want to see everybody else. I want to see the people of God begin to like have something that they can also carry, right? So that they can start living in their purpose, that we can all start living in their purpose, and your focus is not just, oh, I gotta go to work, I gotta make money, I gotta go to work, I gotta make money, I gotta go to work, I gotta make money, and it becomes a cycle, and you never actually get to like feel the fruit or receive the fruit of actually walking into your purpose of life, because you're just trying to survive every day, right? How many times have we seen that? I'll say this for my life. I've seen that my whole life, just surviving, right? Never thriving, never being able to do the things that that you dreamed of or that God called you to, because you're just trying to constantly survive. And so that kind of led me into this teaching thing as well, and just all the experiences I had in the past. I felt like, Lord, I hope it just blesses someone. If it blesses one person, God, I hope it blesses someone. So because I've been through a journey with this whole thing, y'all, and I'm sure y'all have too. Same, bro. I've been on the road for work for 3 years, and I just want to go home to be with my family. Wow, bro. Wow. Let me ask you this, Kevin. What do you feel are your 3 biggest weaknesses in trading? Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah, do your thing. Hey, man, listen, I had a great time talking to you as well, brother. And God bless you, man. God bless you. Look, you a winner. You are a winner, and you're gonna do great things, bro. I'm already knowing. You're gonna do great things, bro. As for everyone in here, I'm so glad I'm not trading tomorrow. I really do want a day off of trading, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Now, does anyone else have any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? Remember, tomorrow is CPI day. Do not forget that. So if you're going to be at the markets at 8:30, just know that a boom might happen. All right, like a huge boom might happen. So be careful. I personally would not be trading. I would not. I would not be doing none of that. I would probably be laying down and then just chilling. Right. I actually need to get up though. Serious talk though. I do need to get up and probably try to do some work and just stuff like that. But I won't be trading. So, but if y'all are trading, be careful. But family, if no one has any more questions, it was amazing talking to you all. Again, if anyone have any questions really fast, I will answer it. But if not, then I am going to shut it down for tonight. Okay? Thank you. God bless you. Have a great night. And again, I appreciate you all. All right. All right. Bye. Bye.